Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Hope you're all doing well. We are going to do some more quests. I did say I wanted to do maybe the main story, but I'm thinking if we do the main story, is it going to advance it a little bit to a place where we're going to need all our party? So I'm thinking if I go to Iron Bull at the Storm Coast, get him, so we've got another new character. At least then I can say, oh, we've got a new character, we can do the travel to Falamaya. I've been there either, have I? Okay, I'm not doing that. I want to go and check out this one. I want to meet Iron Bull, I want to get a new character. Just so we have extra. Meet Iron Bull at the Storm Coast. I have to fast travel there, don't I? So you go world map, and it's over here. What's that red thing underneath there? Search Witchwood for the apostate stronghold. Yeah, I've got to do that as well at some point. Maybe, if we have time, we'll do that at the end of this. Okay, Qunari warrior known as the Iron Bull is offering aid for the Inquisition from his mercenary company. The Bull's chargers meet Iron Bull at the Storm Coast. Let's go. Oh yeah, damn, we got new characters and I forgot about this. Who on earth are we going to pick as our companions for this? I'm thinking 2 mages might do it. Sarah, Varric. You know what? Blackwall, Vivian, Solus. Yeah, this is a different sort of team we've got today. This is going to be quite cool. I'm not sure on the level of this area how bad the enemies are going to be. Are they going to be stronger than we can handle? I'm hoping not.
Your worship, for what it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast. I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts have been delayed.
How so?
There's a group of bandits operating in the area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them. Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
Oh, he's the person we're meant to speak to, isn't he?
I'll do what I can to find our people.
Thank you, your worship. That's a relief. The soldiers didn't have an exact location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
Okay, so we got... What's this? No, that's not the... Okay, this person's going to give us a quest.
Dispatch for you.
Report.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Nothing worthwhile. Alright then. The heck, I can't even jump over the twig. Right. So we got to go down there. See what our enemies are. Elf route. Advance to the rendezvous point. I think we're probably going to get our butts kicked. There's lots of enemies down there, but we got to go this way to meet. Is this where we got to head to? Or have they just given us a different quest? Inquisition. Wardens of the Coast, Wardens of the Coast. See that? No, that's not where we gotta go. The camp's established. You're gonna see a lot of seeing red on this one as well. Can we unzoom? Meet Iron Bull. No, that's where I need to go. Okay, I'm going to a completely different quest. That's where I gotta go. Down here, because we need to meet Iron Bull. Let's get rid of these guys. We're not doing any damage to this guy at all. We're strong enough. Okay, we've got the Canary helping us, which is good. Okay, so at least we got some help. Oh, these guys are extremely strong. We've got to kill these jerks who are absolutely too strong. Oh, you jerks. God, it's a battle, isn't it? Okay, so the Canary are fighting these jerks.
Chargers! Stand down! Prim! How'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish up, then break out the casks.
Just covered in blood.
So, you're with the Inquisition, huh? Glad you can make it. Come on, have a seat. Drinks are coming.
Iron Bull, I presume.
Yeah, the horns usually give it away. I assume you remember Cremisius Aclassi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have them check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Canary, right?
So, you've seen us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Wouldn't cost you anything personally. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador, what's her name? Josephine. We'd go through her and get the payments set up. Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it.
Yeah, we do need them.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
They are. But you're not just getting the boys. You're getting me. You need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man.
Damn
Whatever.
straight.
Demons, dragons, the bigger the better. And there's one other thing. Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
No.
I've never heard of it.
It's a Canary order. They handle information, loyalty, security, all of it. Spies, basically. Or, well, we're spies. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
Oh, he's awesome. We don't... What would you say? You don't want the extra characters? Like, it's just more lore and more awesomeness, isn't it? More story.
You're a Kunari spy, and you just told me.
Whatever happened at that conclave thing is bad. Someone needs to get that breach closed. So whatever I am, I'm on your side.
You still could have hidden what you are.
From something called the Inquisition. I'd have been tipped sooner or later. Better you hear it right up front from me.
What would you send home in these reports of yours?
Enough to keep my superiors happy. Nothing that'll compromise your operations. The Qunari want to know if they need to launch an invasion to stop the whole damn world from falling apart. You let me send word of what you're doing, it'll put some minds at ease. That's good for everyone.
What's in these Ben Hasrath reports you're offering to share?
Enemy movements, suspicious activity, intriguing gossip. It's a bit of everything. Alone they're not much, but if your spy master is worth a damn, she'll put him to good use.
She?
I did a little research. Plus, I've always had a weakness for redheads.
Okay, you hide.
All right, you're in.
Excellent. Prem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tervinter, right? Try blood magic. We'll meet you back at Haven.
Okay, so let's have a look at our party. Oh, look at this. I'm definitely taking you because you are our protector. I could get different. Okay, so I was going to go 2 mages, wasn't I? So Solus and Vivian with 2 warriors. Try it like that. Sprindle Weed. Now I could head all the way back to Haven to go and speak to him, which I might do before we finish this video. For now, I'm going to do the other quest, which was near here. Which was this one, wasn't it? Advance the rendezvous point. I want to see what's going on. If they are too strong for us, I'm just going to be like, hightail it out of it and continue leveling up. Character record, let's level up our beast. Okay, I can level up ourselves. I've been using this one, haven't I? What's that one? Bear Maws Wolves and Shield Bash. You. Weapon and shield. What weapons you got? You got an axe, isn't he? 2-handed weapon. So you're definitely different to the others. So you want that. That. Flow at the battle. There we go. I got him using that one, which is good. Solus is all about the storm. She's doing that. So I'm going to use storm for you. Lightning bolt. She's already completely spent inventory, yeah, because I haven't actually looked at the inventory for ages, have I? So weapons. So we've got 80, that's a sword. Have we got anything better than that? Absolutely nothing. Raider hatchet, 85, but I'm not using that. Armor, have we got anything better? That is better, but I can't actually use it. We're currently at level 8, do not mean I'm level 7, so as soon as I'm higher I can do it. I could wear a mask, but a helmet. Heavy armor of the dragon, I really like that. The problem with it, it's not as good as what I've already got on. It looks really cool. Heavy armor of the dragon looks sick, actually. I do like, you know, screw it, I like it. Free Marshy's helmet, that looks sick. Templar helmet. We've got accessories. Let's have a look. Amulet of Strength. Use that one. What's Life Load do? No, I don't care about that. You've actually got a 2. Okay, you've actually got 2 armed weapon. I'm not giving you a sword, there's no point, unless it's a double bladed raider hatchet. Bull's edge is what he's got. I'm gonna let him keep that. It's his weapon, isn't it? Armor. He can actually use that. I know he can't, level 8. Defender mail. So I can just put armor on him. See, he can have. What's that one? See, that's what his armor is, but that's better for him. Now, he can have a helmet, but he can't wear it, which doesn't matter. He's still got the armor, hasn't he? Accessories. I'll give him Rampage. Oh, hang on. You. Weapons. So you've got imbued strong rod, imbued staff, disciplined fire, disciplined ice. That's the one that she's using. But I could give you that. No, imbued staff's the best one because she's using ice anyway. There's no point in using a fire one if she's got ice. As for armor, can't use that. Fire resistant curl for Elven Soldier, Elven curl. No. Free Marshy's helmet, Lycian Hennin. That's what she's got on. She's got an enchanter coat. Yeah, there's nothing else for her really. Yeah, so we'll do this. See if we come up against any enemies, we'll kick their butts. Oh, this is probably my favourite location actually, look at that, it's so cool. My favourite location so far. I've got to go back the other way. So I've got 2 mages and an absolute monster of a bull. He's definitely going to be protecting us. Depending on where we are and what we do, I might... Obviously I'm going to switch my party each time we get to a new location. Right now this is the party. We'll bring Cassandra back in later. Well, we'll let Cassandra be in the next video. This is their video. How do I get up there? Okay, so that's the path around there. A bear. Oh, sugar. It's a bear. I'm gonna charge the bear. Come on, bear. Kill it. Oh my god, he's gonna kill us. It's too strong. Stupid bear. Oh my god, run away. Oh my god, and he pushed me off the cliff. Okay, you guys have got to kill it. Oh my god, that bear's way too strong. Oops. Oh, leave me alone, you monster. I'm sorry. I was joking. I don't want to fight you. I need to level up, don't I? Level 8 is not a high enough level to be here. I killed it. Jeez, got to level 7 now. Okay, that means we can actually put that on now, can't we? Because we've got to level 7. Oh, it's level 8. Yeah, I thought for a second I leveled up, I didn't. Okay, I don't think we're high enough for this. We might just have to get back to Haven and do other quests in a different area. I think we need to level up at least 2 or 3 times before we can just comfortably go around this area.
Those must be the bandits Harding mentioned.
Yeah, there's some bad guys around here. Lodgings for us to pinch. Hello there! Come here. Oh damn, okay, he's strong enough to be, he's wiping him out. Oh my god, he's wiping everybody out. Monster.
must be the missing soldiers.
We should see that their families are notified.
Oh, they're all dead. Find the bandits and deal with them. There wasn't enough of them to fight them off.
It looks like the bandits are camped further along the beach.
See if we can kill them. Bandit notes. These notes were found near murdered Inquisition soldiers. The paper is not crumpled or turned as though it were left behind instead of dropped. It's not our place to disagree. They're attempting to set themselves up along the shore, and we have orders. We are the sword, not the hand that wields it. You taught me that. If they are worthy, let them come with the mercy's crest. The blades of Herosian will listen. You will only get yourself cast out, or worse.
Our men were murdered by a group called the Blades of Assyrian.
Optional. Requisition Mercy's crest to challenge the bandit leader.
Themselves after the sword that killed Andraste. Ambitious.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna have to come back for this one. Deep Stalker hide, serpentine. I'm gonna have to collect some things before we can do this quest. And then I gotta challenge him. I'll challenge the leader. Kick his butt. What's up here? Nothing. Get over here. Right, what we'll do... Oh crap, I'm going to fall off the mountain. Let's head back to Haven. I'll speak to him. And I'll speak to our new companion. And then I may advance the story a little bit now that we've got him. I'm going to go and see the mages. Oh, you know what? Let's go and go underneath Haven because the locks are open now, aren't they? Cullen, Cassandra, where is he? What's up there? Special shipment. Liliana, Varric, Solace, Vivian, Josephine. Where is he? I'm gonna have to look for him, aren't I? There he... Oh, he's right here.
What can I do for you?
Let's discuss Iron Bull.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. Last time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. He keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
Is it strange to work for Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasroth, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee to Tevinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
That's how he lost the eye.
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big-horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
We'll talk later.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
Sandra's been the driving force of this Inquisition. She's the leader in all but name.
Cassandra's a seeker. From what I gather, that's a bit like a Ben Hasra. She's a good hunter and a great fighter, but she doesn't see the big picture. Too busy searching for answers. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could. How's it going?
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben Hasrath.
Ben Hasrath is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear. And then you've got the spies.
How do the re-educators work?
I only know the basics. Wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough. Ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile than we'd like to believe.
You can alter someone's beliefs that easily.
One of my friends was a re-educator. He said that every memory is like the page of a book. When you examine a memory, you're turning to that page, and when you're there, the page is laid bare. Write a few notes in the margins of the page, erase a word here and there, and your whole outlook changes. I always felt a little weird reading after that conversation.
The re-educators sound horrible.
Yeah, they probably do. Here's the thing, though. What happens in Orlais when you commit a crime or betray a lord? They just lop your head off. At least the Qunari try to fix you.
And you're a spy?
Close. I am now, I suppose. But that's not how I started. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
I can't imagine that was easy.
Nope. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Tal Vashath. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
Not many people would have the courage to do that.
I thought about letting some rebel kill me, but I couldn't give any of those bastards the satisfaction. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Tal Vashath, and work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
It means I got to meet you. We can give him as a love interest as well. What the heck?
It sounds like you had a rough life under the Qun.
What, 3 meals a day and free sex whenever I need it? I came out here for the challenge, boss. Figured I'd rough it with you savages. Anyway, nice talking with you.
Weem savages. It's nice of him. Right, stables. I don't need to buy anything on there. I do need to buy a sword at least. Modify armor. Modify weapons. Yes. I need to modify this. Grip. I got no runes. Mercenary Lord Bride. Can I do some of this? Grip. No rune. I need a rune. How about craft armor? Can I craft a weapon? Can we craft weapons? Yeah, let's craft one. Arming sword. Summer stone. What's this? One to attack. Iron or onyx. Apostate staff. Iron. Willpower. So I can sell these. That's a good thing about it. You can sell any. If you need money, you can just sell them. Modify armor. Can't do anything with the armor. Not now.
You need something? Let me know.
I can buy weapons, I think, from the other shop kind of around the corner. I think we can buy weapons around here. Oh, jumped into the door like a lunatic. Yeah, I think we can buy weapons from this guy, is it? Segrit. I'd like to buy some.
Can I see what you have for sale?
Of course. My wares are at the table.
It's a problem with buying items. You don't know how good they're going to be compared to what you can actually make. Rugged axe, barbarian maul. Oh, I wish I'm not really using something like that. Reinforced shield. Already got a shield. Requisition foot soldier armor. Blimey neck. Look at the size of it. Looks quite big, doesn't it, that armour? It's pretty much the same as what I've got on. Let's hang some of our things in. I'm gonna go and see if she actually has unlocked those doors for us.
Good luck sealing those rifts. Speak only the word. Sing only.
So I want to go underneath Haven. Oh, actually, if we go to the war table as well, maybe there might be some more quests for us to pick up. You never know. There might not be, but it's always worth looking. Let's talk to Vivian again.
Yes?
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts in restoring the Circle?
After the Circles fell, their libraries were plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the Circle would be in your debt.
She found another quest, that's good.
Speak only the word. Sing only. More healing for you.
I can down here and having a look at the cells, see if there's actually unlocked them for us. She better off. She has. Well done. The disciples of Andraste are unique in all of history. The cult preceded the Chantry and kept itself so hidden and isolated that it actually survived to modern day. The disciples made their homes high in the Frostback Mountains in a village called Haven, which is now a sanctuary for pilgrims of the Chantry. It is understood that the disciples were descendants of the first followers of Andraste, who brought her ashes to Ferelden and brought the temple to house it. Because they had pledged themselves to the keeping of the Temple of Sacred Ashes, the disciples of Andraste never left the Frostbacks. For 900 years they kept strangers away, killing all who came close, and were completely oblivious to the world that advanced beyond the boundaries of their home. Having developed separately from the traditions of the Andrastian Chantry, the disciples were led by revered fathers. However, little else is known about the original beliefs of the disciples, for they had turned from their noble heritage by the time they were discovered. Almost all scholars believe that the centuries-long isolation imposed upon the village led to the necessity for inbreeding. This practice likely led to a greater incidence of madness, which may explain why the cult was, at the time of its discovering in 930, worshipping a high dragon. Oh, that is pretty cool. According to the writings discovered in Haven, the disciples of Andraste showed reverence to the dragon, believing it to be the prophet reborn. The egg clutches and dragonlings of the dragon were afforded great honour for being Andraste's offspring and were cared for by the cult. The dragon never attacked the cult, being cunning enough to recognise how their arrangement benefited it. In 930 Dragon, the disciples were wiped out by the hero of Ferelden, who was on a quest to retrieve the sacred ashes of Andraste. Wow, this is so cool. Elf root, and what is this? Andraste, Bride of the Maker. There was once a tiny fishing village on the waking sea that was set upon by the Tevinter Imperium, which enslaved the villagers to be sold in the markets of Minrafus, leaving behind only the old and the infirm. One of the captives was the child, Andraste. She was raised in slavery in a foreign land. She escaped, then made the long and treacherous journey back to her homeland alone. She rose from nothing to be the wife of an Almari warlord. Each day she sang to the gods, asking them to help her people who remained slaves in Tevinter. The false gods of the mountains and the winds did not answer her, but the true god did. The Maker spoke. He showed her all the works of his hands, the Fade, the world, and all the creatures therein. He showed her how men had forgotten him, lavishing devotion upon mute idols and demons, how he had left them to their fate, but her voice had reached him, and so captivated him, that he offered her a place at his side, that she might rule all of creation. But Andraste would not forsake her people. She begged the Maker to return, to save his children from the cruelty of the Imperium. Reluctantly, the Maker agreed to give man another chance. Andraste went back to her husband, Mafaraf, and told him all that the Maker had revealed to her. Together they rallied the Almari and marched forth against the mage lords of the Imperium, and the Maker was with them. The Maker's sword was creation itself, fire and flood, famine and earthquake. Everywhere they went, Andraste sang to the people of the Maker, and they heard her. The ranks of Andraste's followers grew until they were a vast tide washing over the Imperium, and when Mafaraf saw that the people loved Andraste and not him, a worm grew within his heart, gnawing upon it. At last the armies of Andraste and Mafaraf stood before the very gates of Minfarfus, but Andraste was not with them, for Mafaraf had schemed in secret to hand Andraste over to Tevinter. For this, the Archon would give Mafaraf all the lands to the south of the Waking Sea. And so, before all the armies of the Almari and of Tevinter, Andraste was tied to a stake and burned while her earthly husband turned his armies aside and did nothing. For his heart had been devoured, but as he watched the pyre, the Archon softened, took pity on Andraste, and drew his sword and granted her the mercy of a quick death. The Maker wept for his beloved, cursed Mafaraf, cursed mankind for their betrayal, and turned once again from creation, taking only Andraste with him. And Our Lady sits still at his side, where she still urges him to take pity on his children. That's really cool. The Black City. More lore. No traveller to the Fade can fail to spot the Black City. It is one of the few constants of that ever-changing place. No matter where one might be, the city is visible, always far off, for it seems that the only rule of geography in the Fade is that all points are equidistant from the Black City. The chant teaches that the Black City was once the seat of the Maker, from whence he ruled the Fade. left empty when men turned away from him. Dreamers do not go there, nor do spirits. Even the most powerful demons seem to avoid the place. It was golden and beautiful once, so the story goes, until a group of powerful Magister Lords from the Tevinter Imperium devised a means of breaking in. When they did so, their presence defiled the city, turning it black, which was perhaps the least of their worries. And what's in here? Absolutely nothing's in this one. She's unlocked them all, but I don't think them all going to have something. Oh, we've got something here. Read. Misplaced notes. Notes written by one of the scholars responsible for restoring Haven. The notes have obviously come loose from a ledger of some sort. It took weeds scrubbing bloodstains from the stone. One of two things is true. Either stone is more porous than I thought, or Maker's beard there must have been a lot of blood. How many people died? I'm so relieved I didn't have to deal with the altars of sacrifice the first arrivals found. Those were tossed off a cliff, I think. So now we just have to deal with the stains on the walls and floors. If this doesn't clean up in a day or two, I'm asking for some fresh plaster. Maybe we can cover them up. Still, it's not all bad. Haven is a beautiful place, and while working in the dungeons we found scraps of paper with writing that looks like Brother Ferdinand Genetives. He was held here for weeks before the hero Ferrodon found him. Okay, this was a fun one. The fact that we found quite a lot under here just from getting one character who's unlocked it all. It's another reason why I wanted to get the characters now rather than later. We'll go to the war room now. Actually no, we'll speak to a few more characters to talk to. Mother Giselle now. You, Josephine, speak to you.
What may I do for you?
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
None in particular. Our guests are well pleased with what they've seen.
Good. Okay, so let's go to the war table and see if there's anything else we've picked up. I'm not sure if we have picked anything else up. We may have, we may not have. We'll see. Forces. Oh, we can level up. Special training from those who've joined the improved coordination infrastructure.
About my new recruits.
Connections.
They are not your recruits, Commander. They're
Developing
ours.
keen eyes and an inquisitive mind. Endurance training for a soldier. Forces. Let's have a look. Now for the level secrets. Acquire arcane knowledge, a detailed study of magic and the places and creatures that interact with it. Opens up new dialogue options related to the Fade or arcane studies. Grants 10% chance to receive extra herbs, that's quite cool. Eagle Eye, training and spotting where the pattern breaks in natural civilization. Grants a significant increase to the discovery range of the search in action. Yes, I want that. That actually really does work. Okay, that was actually really good, we needed that. And we have got new ones. So let's start here. Truth or Dare, the Imperial Court. A letter addressed to Vivian lies opened on the table. A note has been added to the top which reads, Josephine darling, you should take care of this. V. My dearest Vivian, you cannot have heard the shocking allegations against the Inquisition, or surely you would never have been seen with them. Allow me, as a friend, to open your eyes. People are saying that divine Justinia is indeed alive, but that the Inquisition, her closest advisor and most trusted servants, have orchestrated all this chaos on all orders. That it was Seeker Pentagast and Sister Nightingale who sabotaged the Conclave in order to eliminate opposition within the Chantry and cut off the heads of the Maid Rebellion and Templars in a single stroke. To save your own reputation, you must escape this acquaintance immediately. With deepest concern, Victim Tessie Aladi de Molo. And she wants Josephine to go for this one, so Josephine, go for it. 15 minutes, so that'll be the next video, but we'll do that one. Choose successor in Lides. Okay, we go. Part of Ben Hasselhoff's report noting the current fight for succession in Lydes, which has been without a direct ruler since Duke Remet died early in the Orlesian Civil War. The duchy will go to one of 3 members of the dead Duke's family, all of whom were possible claims to the position due to the complex nature of Orlesian politics. His cousin Carolina, already a duchess by marriage, his daughter Monet, whose claim is muddied by her youthful naivety and the fact that her father pushed her into a life of service to the Chantry after his wife's death, likely to protect her from the dangers of the game, and his brother John Gaspard, an ambitious and cunning man who has been searching for power. Carolina is capable and not overly invested in overseeing Leeds personally. Monet would be the most easily manipulated but less likely to be useful. John Gaspard would be difficult to manipulate and could represent a threat if he succeeds his brother. Any of the 3 candidates could become a viable ally to acquisition, but the other 2 must be removed from play first. John Gaspard is a chevalier and a capable military leader. If we want him removed, I dare say we might recruit him for ourselves. Liliana. Monet would do better in the Chantry than in the game. I can see that she's encouraged to take vows. Do it, Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
That's an hour. And then we've got this one. Red Jenny says drop and grab. Okay, I can make no sense of this. A herald found her. Perhaps he can advise. Cullen. A letter from Sarah follows. For your big hats, Lord, whoever says you're rubbish, his servants don't care, but could drop a few things for them. They'll give Josephine a surprise, I think scrolls or something. Sarah. Scribbled heraldic symbols and directions are below, also Sarah's name. Okay, we've no time for games. Far simpler to stop this with soldiers and find favour with this noble. Do it.
To work?
Do it, screw it. So we've got all these to pick up as well. So we've got 1, 2. Can't do any of them because we're busy. And this one we're busy as well. Champions of the Just. Required power is 15 for that one. So that is interesting. We've managed to pick up some new quests. We've sent those. We sent 3 of them off on business. The next thing I'm going to do, I think, present for Bianca operation available. Okay, we're going to do that eventually. What I'm going to do, I'll finish the video here. In the next one, I'm not sure what we're going to do. I'm actually really pushing towards continuing the main story and going to the mages. That's what I'm thinking, so we'll see. Anyway guys, thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care.